What's up, guys? In today's video I'm going to be talking about a few character concepts I've made for the Roblox game Forsaken. It's a Dead by Daylight style game. 1v8. 8 survivors, 1 killer. Killer's objective, make sure all the survivors are dead. The survivor's objective, well, it's in the name. Survive, do generators to reduce the timer, etc, etc. Now, one character idea I've had was for a character named Crazy. He would be a survivor and either a sentinel or a support. His cost would be $800. His difficulty is 5 stars. He has 105 health. He has 90 stamina. A very difficult character to play if you don't know what you're doing. He has a walk speed of 14, which is slightly higher than that of normal survivors, but he has a sprint speed of 22, so he sprints slightly slower than everyone else, which can make it very difficult to get away from the killer. Stamina loss per second is 10 like everyone else, but his stamina gain per second is 15 as opposed to everyone else's 20. He makes him very immobile. Crazy's description reads, a masked sociopath who resists the will of the Spectre at every moment, yet still possesses his instincts from a life-long since past. The voice echoes throughout his mind, blocking his focus. This near-silent enigma is capable of restraining the killer and absorbing damage for his teammates, and with his ability, Unyielding Aggression, he is a dangerous and unpredictable foe. Crazy's passive ability is called Killer Instinct. Crazy has a focus meter on the side of his screen. Whenever Crazy or another survivor affected by shared pain is injured, this causes his meter to charge. Once 100 to 250 damage has been added to the meter, which I'm going to leave for if the developers do decide to take my ideas, they can tweak the damage as much as they like. Crazy's eyes can be seen glowing red through his visor whenever he has absorbed enough damage, and he gains a charge for Unyielding Aggression. The quote for this ability is, do something long enough and it becomes a part of who you are. Crazy's first ability is called Shared Pain, as stated in his passive ability. It's a cooldown of 20 seconds. Crazy will target another survivor within 35 to 50 studs, which grants Crazy resistance 2 for the duration of the ability. 50% of all damage dealt to the target is dealt to Crazy instead, evenly splitting the damage between the two survivors. The ability will enter cooldown after 10 seconds of use, or if Crazy or the target moves out of the radius. The quote for this is, subject redacted as a sustained burns beyond fatal. Advise immediate pain relief or euthanization. Dr. Watson. Crazy's second ability is Grapple. It has a cooldown of 45 seconds. Crazy will reach out with a distance of 5 studs and attempt to grab the killer. Upon a successful grab, Crazy is granted resistance 4 and slowness 10, while the killer is afflicted with slowness 10 and weakness 2 for 4 seconds. If the grapple is missed, Crazy is afflicted with weakness 3 for 2 seconds and slowness 2 for 4 seconds. Grapple also allows Crazy to perform Unyielding Aggression if his meter is full. The quote, going somewhere? Crazy. Crazy's third ability is Unyielding Aggression, with a non-applicable cooldown. Crazy must have a full focus meter to unlock this ability, and it may only be used once per round, with the exception of Last Man Standing, which could potentially allow him to perform it twice. Crazy blocks out the voice in his head and focuses, taking his crowbar off his back and attacking the killer in a brutal assault, bludgeoning them repeatedly, dealing 100 to 250 damage and healing Crazy 50 health over the course of 5 to 8 seconds before being shoved away by the killer. For each Crazy on the same team, the damage of this ability is halved. In the case of Last Man Standing, Crazy gains a charge for this ability. Quote, police were startled to discover the remains of the missing SWAT team, each brutalized in a truly horrific way. Or a second one. When I get my hands on you, I'll tear you apart. Crazy. Crazy's last ability, which I'm going to leave optional, as I don't know if it would be a good idea to include it or not, is Indefatigable. Every time a survivor is killed, Crazy gains a charge. Upon usage, Crazy is frozen in place as he snaps his neck to the side, gaining weakness 5 for 10 seconds and healed 5 to 15 health for each charge. The head tilt is corrected when Crazy no longer suffers from weakness. He is unwavering. As for special interactions and relationships, Crazy could have a special interaction with Jason, Guest, two-time Bilderman, and Dusakar. Crazy would show caution when grappling with Jason, as he reminds Crazy of himself. Witnessing Jason strengthens his resolve to keep the voice from taking him over. This causes his animation to change, both when using grapple and unyielding aggression. Jason will fight back during unyielding aggression, forcing Crazy to dodge or block before continuing his assault. Guest 1337 would probably show respect and a sense of friendship towards Crazy, despite his entirely silent demeanor, referring to Crazy as friend, brother, or soldier when requesting help with shared pain. Crazy would show disdain towards Two-Time, as he has had negative interactions with cults in the past. Crazy has been hunted in particular by worshippers of the Spawn, making his alliance and willingness to assist Two-Time extremely limited. Crazy and Bilderman could have a negative relationship, as Crazy was a notorious criminal due to his various murders. Crazy doesn't seem to hate Bilderman, however, showing no prior knowledge of who he is. Crazy and Dusakar could have a more positive relationship. Despite his knowledge of Crazy's crimes, Dusakar believes that he's helping the other survivors in an attempt to redeem himself in a way. Dusakar will have a special dialogue with Crazy, saying, "Assist me in keeping the killer in suspension. It will further your path of redemption." Crazy could also have a special theme during Last Man Standing when fighting Jason and when the killer is within the health threshold to be killed by unyielding aggression, being called Dance with Fate, or Relapse. Maybe Kill or Be Killed. This would give the impression that Crazy isn't being hunted. Rather, he's hunting them. And as for Jason, just say Jason makes Crazy actually feel something.